Hey everyone, finally get some time to try out the new Blessed Mother pedal in the Rosa Mystica design. So just a couple things, give you my setup here. I'm going to give you hopefully a look at the pedal board. Alright, so there we go. There is my pedal board. You can see pretty basic stuff. I've got a wah pedal followed by a tuner. My usual drives are Super Overdrive, a Boss SD-1, followed by a graphic equalizer. Over there I've got the other two pedals I'll normally have in my chain, which is just a noise suppressor followed by a line selector. Noise suppressor is pretty obvious. Line selector, I use that with the B at a higher volume than the A, so that if I want to punch in a lead during a show, I just hit my AB pedal and now I've got that boost of volume I need for leads. So what I've done is I've put the Rosa Mystica on the end of my drive chain there, just to try out the difference between the two. I'm going to try and zoom in on it a little bit. If it's hard to tell, but if you look carefully above the halo there, maybe you can see that. You can see the halo lights up, which is pretty cool, and a bunch of LEDs. And just to show you, if I turn it on, you'll see that the Heart of Mary lights up. Super cool. Get situated here again. Sorry about seeing the super close up. And zoom back out again. This is what happens when you don't have a pro setup. Alright, I'm just going to give you some baseline sounds here. Right now I have nothing on. I'm playing through my Fender Princeton Chorus with reverb and a little bit of chorus going on. So you'll hear just through my trusty SG bridge pickup. Which is being a little scratchy. Both pickups. First, I'm going to go with the Super Overdrive pedal again, just to get you a bass line. On that, I've got the level set to the middle, tone at about 2 o'clock, and the drive set straight up at noon. So out of the bridge pickup. The Rosa Mystica currently I have at volume at about 2 o'clock. Drive is pretty light at about 9 o'clock. And I have the volume and tone straight up at 12 o'clock with the immaculator completely off. As you can see, just straight up out of the box like that. Drive is pretty good, but it's, in my mind, very, very much a lot of low end in it. So what I'm going to do is just dial up the treble to get a sound more I like. Dial it up to about 4 o'clock. This should hopefully clean things up as well. not too bad. A little different than Super Overdrive. Again, a lot more low end in it. Just a little bit of drive, you can see it is super, super punchy. Just for comparison, I'm just going to turn the drive off on the Immaculator. And as you can see, very, very clean. If I bring it up just a little bit, so a lot of drive on this bad boy. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to turn the drive up to back to about 10 o'clock. And then turn up the Immaculator. I'm going to turn the Immaculator up to about 9 o'clock. That'll add some of the clean signal. So again, going to turn up the Immaculator a little bit more, take it up to about 11 o'clock, get a lot more clean signal in there. Again, really nice, pulling in some of the clean tones in there, so it really brightens up the signal. I'm going to turn the Immaculator up to about 2 o'clock now. Again, you can hear a little bit of drive in there, but that's like a super clean, almost Malcolm Young-y kind of sound. So, just me personally, I think I'm going to dial it back down to about 10 o'clock. Last thing, just I'm going to try for you to show you kind of what happens when you roll the volume off, and I'm going to do that out of the neck pickup, as I think it shows it off a little bit better. So if I dial the volume down to about 3.5, 4. So dial it back just a little bit more. So it's clean, still got some grit to it. I'm going to turn it all the way back up. Still nice and crisp. Try it out of the bridge pickup. More pronounced out of the bridge. I'm down to about 5 here. comparison. I'm going to go back to the Super Overdrive. And see the same thing. So if I roll that back to about 5 on the bridge pickup. If I go up to next. Roll that down to about 4. So just some final thoughts on it. I definitely need to play with the Blessed Mother more. It's very, very cool overdrive. Different than the Boss SD Super Overdrive that I'm used to. Been playing that for years. One little tidbit for you I'll show you. I've also been playing with the graphic equalizer, which is really going to trouble things up. I've been using it as a treble booster just so you kind of get a quick hear out of that. I'm kind of liking not having my equalizer pedal, which I've done for years, because you know that's what happens when you try new stuff. But again, just to give you an idea out of the bridge. Now with my equalizer pedal, which also acts as a boost. Again with it off, and you can see the way I've got it set. I was using it as a treble booster. Brian May, he's my hero. But it really takes off all the low end. So I may either play with the EEG some more too, or just not use it for a bit and see. Always chasing that tone. So hopefully you like this demo. Like I said, I'm digging the Immaculator. I definitely got to play with it a little bit more to kind of dial it in and see what I'm going to use it for. And I may have to rebuild my pedal board. Not only is the quest for tone never ending, the amount of money you spend on gear is never ending also. But if you'd like that, I would definitely say check one out. It is a super cool. Heather over at Blessed Mother Electronicals. Come on. That makes a great product, super cool. You should get yourself one. Later.